everybody, Adriana Otero here with Best Life Realty. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So today, guys, we're going to talk about something that gets often misconstrued, is very confusing, and I definitely get a lot of phone calls of it. So what we're going to talk about is the foreclosure listings that you quite often probably see on Zillow. Now, before we get into why you see them on Zillow, let's talk about how a foreclosure actually happens. So once somebody is a certain amount of months behind on their mortgage payments and they haven't made any kind of payments, they haven't contacted the financial institution to try to work out some kind of deal, or maybe they tried and they rejected and it's not working for them, but at some point in time they either stopped making payments completely or stopped communication, or they just can't come to an agreement with the bank. So the bank then has to file what is known as a notice of elective demand and notice of foreclosure proceedings. So what that is it's a fancy way of saying that the bank is sending the borrower a note that says, if you do not pay what you owe and become current or work out some kind of deal with us by such and such date, we are going to sell your property at a foreclosure sale to try to recoup the money that you owe for this property. Now, here's where Zillow comes in. These notices are filed with county records. And as we know, county records are public records. So that means that they are easily available to anybody that wants to search for them at our county records office. So the reason that you see them on Zillow is, as I said, because they are public records, Zillow can access our Morgan County Public Records Office and come up with a list of all the properties that are listed as pending foreclosures or that have a notice of elective demand filed against them. They then list those on their website as a pre-foreclosure. Now, pre-foreclosure just means that it means they are in the process of being foreclosed on. It does not guarantee that that property will be available for sale, and it also doesn't guarantee that the property will actually get foreclosed on, because the borrower has up until the day of the auction to actually bring their account current or work out some kind of arrangement with the bank, whether that's, coming up with a loan modification, bringing their account current, whatever that may be. This is why oftentimes you may call a real estate office and they ask them, hey, can you schedule a showing for this property? Well, those properties don't actually have any kind of listing agreement signed with a brokerage company that says, hey, I'm trying to sell my house. Now, if somebody that is in the process of being foreclosed on wanted to try to sell their house, they certainly could, but there are different hoops that would have to be crossed. So, for example, if they're behind on their loans, they would have to talk to their loan and say, hey, I want to try to get out of my house and try to sell it beforehand, and make sure that they get the okay from the bank and that they're going to be able to close on the loan and sell the house for enough to be able to not get foreclosed on, and also make sure that they're going to be able to get enough time from the bank that will allow them to be able to close on the house and sell the house prior to the foreclosure date. Another thing that could happen is if somebody is in the process of being foreclosed on and their house is not worth as much as they owe on the property, they could be put into a short sale, which is when a home is sold on the market for less than the amount owed, which again involves a lot of extra requirements and hoops to go through. But it is still possible to sell your home if you have been put in foreclosure proceedings. So that's just kind of a little bit of information on how those foreclosures are listed on Zillow and why I can't show them to you if you call me and ask me for them, and kind of what it entails a little bit. So if you have any specific questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime at 970-370-0135 if you would like more information or have any questions, and I'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day.